General Singh, what would you say today on the Prime Minister's surprise visit to Ladakh? A very strong message going out today.
Firstly, Sonia, thank you for inviting me on your show. I think it's after a very, very long time that I am on your show.
It's always a pleasure to have you on, sir.
Thank you so much. It's a very strong message that the Prime Minister has given today, and I would say all-encompassing. Not that only, he's addressed China, he's addressed the Indian military, the morale of Indian military, the national morale. He's addressed the families, the mothers of the soldiers. He's met the wounded soldiers. So, and he's talked of the martyrs. So, in other words, though he's not mentioned China, but I think it's a very, very strong message that has gone to Beijing. And Sonia, such messages in the strategic arena as part of the strategic posturing are done to ensure that they are credible and they are going to be followed up with some action. Now, today, if this decision has been taken by the Prime Minister it's virtually a challenge, if you ask me frankly, to Xi Jinping. It's based on the SWOT analysis, both ours and theirs. Our combat power vis-a-vis Chinese combat power, our economy vis-a-vis Chinese economy. Because after all, when this escalates into conflict, it does impinge on the economic health of the nation, both nations. And both nations are aspiring to be, global powers. Let's be very clear, two Asian giants. And with that in mind, I personally feel, though the foreign, ministry spokesperson of China has said it is India's strategic miscalculation, that we shouldn't indulge in it. I personally feel it is Xi Jinping's strategic miscalculation. I think he never expected this kind of a robust, this kind of a political-military resolve from the Indian government and the Indian military to take on China.
In fact, General
Bikram, from that point of view, it's a very strong message. But as I said earlier, this is part of strategic posturing. We have got to wait and watch how the Chinese react to this.
In fact, General Bikram Singh, of course, as former army chief and as well when you were a young spokesman during the Kargil war, many have compared this current tension equivalent to what, say, the Kargil tension was at that time with Pakistan, that this is a turning point in India-China's tension because of the fact that 20 Indian soldiers actually died. But also importantly today, what we've seen is a complete change in the political response, because the fact of the Prime Minister going to Ladakh, addressing soldiers, the message of the LAC talking about Galwan Valley, and as you said, the strong message going to China. Now, this will be heard by Pakistan as well. And it comes at a time when we have the support of the United States very strongly, Japan also coming out strongly. So this is a different relationship today between India and China, would you say?
Yes, it indeed is. But just a word about, Kargil. I just want to clarify one thing, because a large number of strategic analysts, will be talking of, talking about containing this conflict. Should it occur? Should the present non-kinetic, engagement become a kinetic engagement, containing it in this region? Well, I think let's not get carried away about what happened in Kargil. Kargil was a different ball game, and there were constraints on Pakistan not to expand the arena of the conflict. Let's be very clear. That I'll talk about it later. I have talked about it later, in the past also as well, number of times. But maybe in some other show I can talk about it. Now, coming back to this, let's be very clear that when such decisions are taken, they are taken in keeping with the combat power of the adversary. Chinese there's no denying the fact that they have made a lot of, improvements with regard to their weaponry, their equipment, state-of-the-art equipment that they have. So have we. But the greatest disadvantage they suffer, Sonia, is on their leadership. And, leadership right from the strategic level to operational level to tactical level, these people have good, information, I would say, generic information about war fighting. They do not have practical, experience as far as whether it's the asymmetric battlefield or a conventional battlefield. So from that point of view, Xi Jinping has been worried. And to be honest with you, I feel it's a miscalculation by Xi Jinping to the extent that, perhaps he thought India will cow down and it will actually pep up his position, which was actually sagging in the internal domain of China.
I think the fact also that we will never know actually, and this is an important point because the Indian army has pointed out there have been casualties on the Chinese side as well. And those, of course, China won't reveal for their own domestic reasons as well. So I think that's important. Also, geopolitically, the United States coming out so strongly against China as well. But thank you, General Singh. It's always so important to get your perspective on so interesting words there with the many different messages going out today from the Prime Minister's surprise visit to Ladakh.